Big D Entertainment, in association with Dipsy Doodle Productions, presents the Dave Holly Hour, brought to you by Trio Jazz Club, Sioux Falls' premier jazz club. Enter as friends, leave as family. Chasers Food and Spirits, XL Chiropractic, and Quality Nails. The Dave Holly Hour features Sioux Empire Arts and Entertainment Conversations. A true lover of arts, entertainment, good food, and fun times, including an occasional Jack Daniels. Okay, so a few Jack Daniels. Here he is, Dave Holly.
Thank you, Zach. Welcome, everyone, to what will be an extended show from an hour to closer to 90 minutes as we have three conversations on tap. First, we'll talk to singer-songwriter Ben Gertner. He is one of three that will be in the January 31st Writers' Round at Phil's Pub. He shares one of his originals with us today. Nice to have music on the program, not just talk about it. Midtown Coffee Radio has a show tomorrow night at the Orpheum in downtown Sioux Falls. Nick Jackson, host and band leader of the group, he says this show will be in many ways an anniversary show, but with all new music. Then we finish the show with Brett and Laura Cooper of White Spruce Chamber Players. They have some February performances. We talk about the uniqueness of their group. But first, let's pop the cork on this bubbly little show.
Time to grab your favorite beverage, lift it high, and toast it to being Thursday, a.k.a. Weekend Eve.
Hey, the weekend isn't around the corner, it's here!
So long, hump day and your frumpy way. We say hello to Thursdays with opening nights. The weekend is near and we can see the bright lights. Yes, Thursday, you're so hearty, we can't wait for Friday, so a day early, we start the party.
Whatever your beverage is this week, you can hear the ice rattle in mine. It's my usual Jasper Newton Jack Daniels Diet Coke with the line. Lifted high. Salute to that old adage of you learn something new every day. Okay, so not necessarily every day, but more times than not, it comes true, at least for me. But what does it take? Well, it takes listening, observation, caring, and being open to ideas other than yours. Cheers to you, old adage. Weekend Eve Toast is brought to you by Chasers, West 12th and Ellis Road. Stop in for great food, great beverages, and fun times. Monday nights at 7, we play Dave Holly Hour Trivia. This Monday, January 26th, last Monday of the month, means it's Wild Card Trivia, where there's no theme, but there's a chance for everyone to win something fun. As always, Mondays are fun at Chasers, your neighborhood gathering place. Honorable mention. So what made Dave laugh, chuckle, chortle, downright slap my knee silly, or simply fill my heart with happiness? Oh, it was fun to watch our friend Vicky Heish's surprise party. Her husband, Devin, the two of them are very dear friends with us. He's the one that actually came up with the idea, put it all together, but with the help of many, most notably Luke Tatchy from Goodnight Theater Collective, and then my love, my wife, Carrie, and somehow everybody kept it all a secret for several weeks. Luke was involved in securing the venue and putting together a very special GNTC cabaret of Vicky's favorites. And then my wife, the lovely Miss Carrie, took care of the signage, seating chart, and the all-important signal for everyone to stand up and yell surprise. She definitely was. And everybody went out of that place in a happy, happy way. Full show on the way, including Nick Jackson, Brett and Laura Cooper, and in just a moment, singer-songwriter Ben Gertner on the Dave Holly Hour. Trio Jazz Club is an intimate music venue in the heart of Sioux Falls. It's family-owned and family-run. Ricardo and Mary Beth and the entire staff provide the art of hospitality, while the best local and regional musicians provide the smooth sounds. It's a great vibe with live music Tuesday through Saturday nights. The chefs and mixologists offer an amazing menu and beer and wine lists. Cocktails as smooth as the jazz. Join the club, Trio Jazz Club, across from the Washington Pavilion. Enter as friends, leave as family.
Dr. Perry Langston and Dr. Corey Tooney know excellence is in you. That's why they provide you with excellent care at XO Chiropractic, improving your overall health in spirit, body, mind, and will. Get results the natural way. Arrange a consultation, 605-332-9235 or exokairos.com. Excellent care for excellent people. XO Chiropractic, located at 4309 South Racket Drive in Sioux Falls.
It's the podcast that creatives in the Sioux Empire listen to so they can learn more about other creatives. It's the Dave Holly Hour.
Welcome back, everyone. Oh, you know I love to say this. It is a pleasure to always be talking about Sioux Empire arts and entertainment. It's also a pleasure to have a returning guest, and it's been a while since this one's been on the last time.
Has been.
Yes, Ben Gertner, get that microphone a little closer to you.
Right.
I know we kind of did the sound check with
Sure,
it when
yeah.
you were singing, because, and Ben has his guitar with him. We're going to hear live music that's original music that I don't have to worry about the copyright cops.
No, you don't.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, you realize that, the first three words of copyright are cop.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
You said the copyright cops. Yeah, you're
The
right.
copyright cops, that's where they come from.
Yep.
Hey, take us through the journey that you have had since the first time we chatted.
Oh,
on here.
man.
How many albums, singles, etc. have you put out in that time?
Let's see. I think.
You also got married too, didn't you?
No, not
Oh.
married, but we bought a house. So
Oh,
that's-
okay.
And got a dog. So
There we
close
go.
enough. Yeah. That's down the road some point. But no, we let's see. I think the first time we spoke, I was doing my first EP under the Crazy Poet label, and it was called Cry Like This. Then I think the second time we spoke, I was just getting ready to release, or maybe just released, my debut studio album, The Room Looked Like a View.
Mm-hmm.
And then since that, I've released a poetry book, and it's a companion to the Room Looked Like a View album. And then I released an EP last year called Drinking Lightning. So yeah, so quite a bit since we
Like
first
we're
spoke.
talking moonshine then? Drinking lightning?
Yeah. I
Okay,
think-
a different metaphor maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, the lyric is it's based off the lyric in my song Silver Lining. I'm drinking lightning straight from the bottle like it's wine and trying not to die online.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
One of my favorite
interesting.
lyrics,
Yeah. What makes a good lyric? I mean, we can all think of words and so forth, but how does it become, in many ways, since you do poetry too, that obviously leads to it. A lot of people refer to music as being the modern day poetry.
Sure. Yeah.
So what is it that you pick out that says, okay, well, I'm going to rhyme this verse, or I'm not going to rhyme it, but it's going to fit in?
So much of it is feeling, you know. I mean, for better or worse, I feel like I lead a lot of my life through emotion,
Right.
And so there's a lot of as far as like there's been times, when I doubt if something is good enough or not, but I think if it makes you feel something, then that makes it good.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people who would maybe consider themselves subpar songwriters who have flashes of inspiration, and some fantastic musicians who have a dud album here and there. And I think it's kind of, well, not to bring up lightning again, but it's like lightning strikes,
Right.
and it's just like that feeling, and you try to capture it
Yeah.
in a bottle almost.
All right. Well, the reason I bring that up is because coming up 1 week, it'll be on the 31st of January.
Yep.
down at Phil's Pub. It'll be the second time for a writer's round, and you are one of the three that's going to be performing.
I am.
Yeah.
You're hosting,
And-
yeah.
Yeah, I'm hosting, and you're going to be playing.
Yeah.
And can't think of the two others right now.
Morgan Harris from
Redmaker.
and then Tyler Von Eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I've never met him before, but I'm excited to.
Yeah.
Excited to.
Yeah, I've had Morgan on the air before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Very cool.
When they were talking about just Redmaker one time when they were coming out with their latest. And so I know he's a very interesting man.
He's great.
Yeah, and fun. And so it's being brought to you by Warehouse Recording Studio and Crazy Poet Records.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. Now, and I do notice you do happen to be wearing a Warehouse Recording Studio hoodie.
Most comfortable hoodie I own.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice to know. It's also, it has a sharp look to it.
Thank you.
You know, I think it would look really good on a 63-year-old.
I think so too.
Yeah, but, you know, Mark Dom hasn't given me one yet.
Oh my gosh! Well, I'll grab one for you. He's got a box of them that just that if you even mention it, he'll be like, take like 3 of them. You know, so you'll just have to ask.
Well, I'm going to have to do that.
He'll grab.
Yeah, you know, I've been out there a few times. I've left a few bottles of Jack Daniels there, and that's
probably
why when you
disappeared
said,
pretty
you know, lightning in a bottle and so forth, yeah, we got it there, don't we?
Yeah, I bet you those didn't last very long once they were left there. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most about this event?
I guess I think it's an opportunity that's a lot different from a lot of open mic settings, you know, where somebody some person might go up and play a few songs and maybe say a few words about it before, but this is, from what I understand, I was working the last one, so I wasn't able to make it. But from what I understand, everybody is up on stage at the same time.
Right.
We're all kind of discussing songwriting and what went on behind the songs, and so I feel like it's a more curated, a lot more curated than an open mic, yet a lot more intimate than a regular show that you might attend. And
yeah, well, you know, the open mics are usually like, you know, a couple dozen people maybe.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and so this had a great crowd the first time around in December, and that was even during bad weather.
I remember.
Now it's probably still going to be cold.
Yeah.
But, you know, hopefully next Saturday it won't be bitterly cold or anything,
Right.
and
well,
maybe
yeah.
keep some of those snowstorms away.
Yeah.
But I've, you know, obviously having hosted that, what's nice to see is with the people up on stage together, if they want, they can chime in.
Sure. Okay.
You know, they can start, you know, another course. They can play some rhythm, whatever they want to do,
cool.
just to see if it makes it better. And they're pretty aware that, you know, all of a sudden if it's not working, you know,
Sure.
we'll lay back and so forth.
Very cool.
So how many songs will you be singing and playing
I'll be doing
that night?
3.
3.
So
Okay, that's what they did
yeah.
last time, 3 each.
Yep.
And so what are the 3 that you have chosen?
Oh man. Well, I've chosen 2 of them,
Oh,
and I'm still thinking about the third one.
okay.
Just running through a lot of, trying to see if I want to do something from my newest EP, because the other 2 that I've chosen are from my the 2023 album. So, just kind of try to figure out. I'm doing more finger picking than I've ever done, and so trying to see what lends to that, since I'm used to playing with a full band, kind of like Morgan is
Right.
with his with Redmaker, you know. But
Tell us how difficult it is to do the picking.
it's definitely a new thing. So I mean, I don't want to make any promises. Maybe I'll abandon it all before the show, but it's definitely I mean, Mark is the first to tell. Like I play with my voice, and so a lot of it, if I'm singing really loud, I'm hitting the guitar really loud, you know, and usually I have a band to fill in behind
Right.
me, and the finger picking is something I started on, I want to say like a year ago, last January, when I took a songwriting class and just saw a lot of these different ways that I could have the same song come across with different textures and that kind of thing. And so as far as, I think it has a lot more of like a gentle approach to the song. What was the question?
How difficult
Oh,
is
how
it?
difficult. Very difficult for me, at least. I mean, as far
Picking
as
versus strumming.
yeah, it's definitely a learned thing. I mean, I guess it's kind of like when I choose to play piano instead of playing guitar. It's just a totally different set of muscles, that I'm
Got to have a different
going
skill
through.
set in each.
Yeah. So
So you just mentioned that you had gone to a songwriting class.
it was an
So here
online.
you are,
Mhm.
a singer-songwriter,
Mhm.
and you go to songwriting classes.
Mhm.
What do you go in there thinking you're going to get out of it then?
Well, and when I've gone to these two, they're through the School of Song. It's an online course where you pay a certain amount of money for the month, and for me, I got them for Christmas presents. Hence why it
Oh,
was
nice.
in January. So I did one the year before, and then I did one this in 2025 in January, and basically you meet a few times a week, and then there's breakout rooms after, and you meet songwriters from across the nation, and you bring the song that you wrote that week to the songwriters, and you
Oh, a
bounce
song
it.
a week, huh?
Yeah, it was just tough. It was tough. It's like a true class. You're really like you're using the things that you were taught in the lecture to try to stretch your mind into a different direction. And for me, I mean, like, because I love songwriting more than anything else, I just want to keep getting better at it. So I'll never be too old to learn something new about it.
yeah.
So
Well, learning at any age is great.
right.
I didn't take voice lessons until I was 58.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I understand where you're coming from in that answer.
Yeah.
So when you come up on stage, any fear?
More by myself than I am with the band.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's so much fun when I'm with the band because we're all great friends, and we all have, not to say that we can cover up one
Right.
another, but I guess we can complement one another if there happens to be a missed chord or something. But
Yeah.
but it's also just so much fun playing with your friends.
Yeah. Right.
I prefer it, but but this is also a fun new adventure, I guess.
Yeah. And well, first of all, great to have Phil's Pub back in the scene.
Yeah.
In
Mark
the
said
music
that he's
scene,
playing
and
there all the
yeah,
time, and
it's fun. You walk in there now and you see all some of the old posters and photographs, and it's like, oh yeah, and so forth. In fact, I need to talk to both Mr. Mark and Mr. David Pendry. Then I found out recently that a late band member of theirs is the father of somebody I'm taking painting classes from.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Who are you taking painting classes from?
from Alex Lunstra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so it was just one of those. We were at our last painting class, and somebody brought up Phil's, and they said, "Yeah, well, what's going on down there?" And my wife says, "Well, here's the guy that's going to be emceeing something." And so then I go through it all, and
wow.
then I mention everybody, and all of a sudden she says, "Did you say Mark Dahm and David Pendry?"
Nice.
Yeah. My dad used to be in their band, Search for George.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
yeah,
And they just put out a new single.
they
didn't
did
Yeah.
this last week. Yeah, it's great. They've put out, this is the first one of 2026. But
Yeah.
they've had two new ones.
Yeah, I like it. I really enjoyed it.
Really
yeah.
good. Yeah.
And I've always enjoyed your music.
Thank you. Yeah.
And what was it that got you started so that you could actually get to the point of saying, hey, I feel confident. I'd like to go and record. I'm not just going to record at home. I want to go to a studio.
Well, speaking of Mark, actually, quick before I get onto that, you brought up Search for George. I thought it
Right.
was just funny because I work at a Full Circle book co-op downtown, and that's where I was working the night of the last writers round, and there was this couple at the bar, and they were like, "Well, what else is going on downtown tonight?" And I was like, "Well, Phil's Pub is has their writers round tonight," and I brought up Dave Pendry and Search for George, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I remember going to see them at Phil's Pub, way back in the day." And I was like, "You should go down." I think they did. So
Yeah.
anyway, how I first started getting into recording is honestly Mark.
Yeah.
So my brother is married to his daughter, and he got a Christmas card of our family one year, and this was back in like 2017, I think, and he asks my brother Daniel, and he's like, he has a guitar in that picture. Does he record or does he make music? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, well, why didn't you tell me? And so he got a hold of me and had me come down to look around, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I don't think I could do it. And he was like, oh no, we should bring you in to have a song. And so we recorded one song, and the rest is history.
Yeah, it went well enough. Huh?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that it did.
Yeah, me too.
And what are you hoping that your musical career does yet past this point?
As long as I can keep, as long as I can keep the spark alive, which I plan on doing. I just as long as I can play music in some capacity, for the rest of my life, I'll be happy. You know, it's such the landscape is shifted even in the past 5 years. You know, and how everything is. For musicians, it's become, I think, more and more difficult to make a living off of it. And so, and even if I would love to, but even if I can't, I just want to keep playing. So
it's interesting that you bring that up, because last week I was down at Trio Jazz Club, which is, I'm there quite often.
Nice.
But the Shamrockers were playing.
Okay.
And Mike Connor is the guitarist and the lead vocalist for that group. And when I read that, I go, Mike Connor. Before I got fired from Kello AM 25 or however many years ago now, he and Boyd Bristow, and I can't remember who their third person was at that time, used to be in Acoustic Christmas.
Okay.
And this was the time that Acoustic Christmas decided, you know, we've done enough of them. And so then those guys were getting together, and they were going to be doing something at the cathedral for a fundraiser. And I had them in, and I'm talking to them, and then, just a fun time with those guys. And then I asked them, I said, would you play us out into the commercial break? And they did. And the smile on Mike Connor's face, I said to myself, that's absolutely true joy.
Yeah.
And I have the feeling that that's kind of what you're in touch with is, hey, I just love doing this. Yeah.
It's just the best. Yeah.
Well, and I always think of that, one of the lyrics for Glenn Campbell's song, used to play those songs for free.
And I would still do it no matter what. I feel like my my girlfriend Emily is always like, you can ask for money for this, like you can, you don't have to just, like, I just love doing it, and so sometimes I need to be told, like, oh, we were talking about marketing yourself,
right,
kind of thing. It's so easy to just be like, well, I love doing it, so I'll just do it. And, but it is always nice to get a little bit of something for it, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about that. What types of things are you working on right now?
And it's funny because I feel like this last year the band played more shows than I ever have, even solo or with a band in my life. We played so much. I think I wore some of those guys out. But, and so people have kind of been asking, like, well, or do you plan any shows coming up? Is there any? And I feel like I've really just been hibernating and writing this winter to hopefully gear up for another exciting summer. As far as what I'm working on now, it's pretty much just like writing. I have so much stuff in the bank ready to be put out into the world, but I'm kind of enjoying the, I guess, hibernating part of it right now. Yeah. So hopefully
until you get wrangled into being in Writers Round and, oh, hey, can you be on Dave's show?
No, it's great. It's my first one of 2026. And I think the first one for a few months now, even. The band hasn't played since the weather was nice out. So,
right.
I played one show at the Pavilion solo, but otherwise, it's just been taking a much needed breather and luckily they all I have some lined up for the summer, and they all seem to still be on board to go
Excellent.
crazy again this summer.
So tell us about your band.
Yeah. So we brought up Mark Dom.
Yeah.
He's kind of like my co-songwriter, kind of also like I kind of consider him one of the band leaders too, you know. He sings backup vocals and he plays electric guitar.
Meanly too.
Meanly, yeah. And he sings meanly too.
Yeah.
He's and then I play acoustic and sing, obviously, and then we've got Simon on the lead guitar, and the kid is just
Yes, he
so
is.
good. Yeah, so good. And sometimes Simon and I will do gigs, just the two of us. And then we've got Anthony Green. He's the bass player. And we've got Tyson Kahn as drums. Yeah, he's
Love
the
Tyson.
best. Yeah.
Oh man.
We met. I want to say 16 years ago. We both worked morning stock at Menards.
Okay.
And,
Well, see, you know,
yeah.
I was for many years, I think 5 maybe even. I was the host of Midtown Coffee Radio Hour.
yeah.
And went through a few drummers, and then Tyson comes on.
Yep.
And I always loved it where I had my seat stage right front. And he's in the stage center in the back. And so I had this perfect view of watching him. And he's another one of those pure joy people when he plays.
Animation. Yeah.
Yes. He's just like, and
Yeah.
we'd always kind of at some point just go, you know, give each other a wink like, isn't this cool?
It's favorite parts of the show is when I'm not singing and I turn around and I just watch him like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think every show that I've played, somebody is like, I'm just watching your drummer. He's so
Yeah.
so happy.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I know somebody was just saying, yeah, I got to get a new drummer. I said, well, Tyson Kahn, oh, I wish I could get him.
He's in so many. Oh my gosh. Talk about, I mean, I know drummers are always in high
Right.
demand, but oh man, he's a busy man.
That he is.
Yeah.
So you want to play one of the songs that you're going to play?
Absolutely.
Give
yeah.
us a taste of it and tell
Yeah.
people why we need to get there.
Yeah, exactly. This one's called I Wonder Why, and I feel like it's the most apropos song to play for this, because it's about writing a song, and even though it's a lot sadder than how we were just talking about how music brings you joy, but this song is a lot about the frustrations, I think, of being a musician and that kind of thing. So it's called I Wonder Why.
All right. Let's hear it.
My burned out eyes filled with those childhood lights, and I wonder why I've wasted all of my time on some light I can't find. I wonder why. Got used to the fire alarm in my own apartment, swallowed by my guitar, just wanting to wet the roar of the war in my head. I still get flashes of another. Yes, it's always getting better. There are times I never return. There are times I forget what I've learned. Oh, but I've earned my share of burns. I'm turning around and around till I'm all turned around. Maybe I may do waste on a flame that's become unstable. I'm not able to hide or tame the way it burns inside of my brain. Some days I feel the dream is gone. Still all I know how to do is write these songs. Got used to the fire alarm in my own apartment, swallowed by my guitar, just wanting to end the roar of the war in my maybe I may do waste on a flame that's become unstable. I'm not able to hide or tame the way it burns inside of my brain. I wonder why I wasted all of my time. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'll actually add sound effects, so we have more of an audience. Oh, fantastic.
Thank you.
Ben Gertner is a local singer-songwriter, works down at the Full Circle Book Co-op, so you can find him there. You can find him playing there from time to time as well.
Yeah.
And he's going to be one of the 3 artists that will be performing for the Writers' Round Saturday, January 31st.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. at Phil's Pub. Oh, yeah. See, that's a great thing. 7 p.m., you got the 3 different acts and so forth. It's not going to be midnight when you get out of there, folks. Yeah.
Exactly.
Easily out by 10.
Yep. Exactly.
All right.
Yep.
Hey, appreciate it so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Should we tell them it's also free?
Oh, yeah. It's free and donations accepted for Bishop Dudley. Yep.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ben.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we'll be back with more of the Dave Holly Hour in just a moment. Something special is happening every night at Trio this week. Music, collaboration, and a little comedy to top it off. A one-night-only jazz collaboration tonight brings Christian DeYoung on drums, Jeff Thor on keys, and John Bakken on bass together on the Trio stage. Known for their expressive work in their own projects, these 3 unite for an improvised mix of classic and modern jazz, dynamic, engaging, and exclusive to this evening. Friday and Saturday, Sioux Falls' own jazz nonprofit returns with a powerful mini orchestra performance. These passionate musicians are doing incredible work for the jazz community, especially in schools. And they're bringing that energy to Trio for 2 shows each night, 6:30 and 9 p.m. Come support the artists shaping the future of jazz. On Tuesday, catch Hugh Barnes' debut on the Trio House Baby Grand Piano for an intimate and exciting night of music. Lastly, Wednesday, get ready to laugh. Acclaimed comedian Chris Maddock hits the stage for a night of sharp, seasoned stand-up. The evening kicks off with live music at 6:30 from the Trio, led by Ruben Rodriguez, followed by the comedy show at 7, and wraps up with more live music at 9. From jazz celebrations to community-driven performances and comedy, there's no shortage of reasons to be a Trio. Get your tickets at triojazzclub.com.
The Dave Holly Hour, like eavesdropping on a great conversation between two very interesting people.
Welcome back, everyone. Always a pleasure to talk Sioux Empire Arts and Entertainment. You hear me say it all the time. Always a pleasure to have repeat guests as well as the newbies. And this guy's been on a few times before, as has his wife, as have just about everybody that's associated with him in Midtown Coffee Radio Hour. He is one of the originators and is the host and musical band director of the House Blend.
Yes. A name
What
I
a
think
band.
you came up with. I
Yeah,
think you
that's
came
right.
Up with that
I
name.
did, didn't
The
I?
House Blend.
The House Blend, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It just is, it was so perfect, too, and it's perfect for them.
It is.
Yeah, it's just such a really great name for how they go about their business. And, well, I should say you, too, because it's you're leading it. You play the keys, you play a ukulele, you play guitar.
Sometimes, yeah.
Have you ever played sax for the show?
I haven't played sax for the show.
Wow.
No. We actually thought about busting it out for this one because there's a prominent sax solo in one of the songs that we're singing. But it's covered much better by our fiddle player. So that fits the vibe a little bit better than busting out
There you go.
an alto saxophone mid-song.
All right, so you've got a show tomorrow night.
We
So
do.
Friday night at the Orpheum.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go big or go home.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was time to try it. It always felt like the right venue for us. I mean, and you know us really well, but
Very
it
much.
seems like a good fit for us. A homey, cozy place
Very.
where the high is going to be -5 on Friday.
Yes.
So
Isn't that
we'll
lovely?
keep it warm in the Orpheum.
What a bill that might be.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because acoustics in there are obviously very good.
Yeah, and just, I mean, we're not going to have to set up a stage or do that kind of tear
right.
down. And we got, promotion.
Things are there.
Yes, everything's there. It's a little bit more of a plug and play.
Yeah.
We were obviously nervous about, it's a much bigger space.
Yeah.
With the balcony, it seats, I don't know, 600,
600,
something like that.
Yeah. Bob Nelson will correct us after this airs.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. But ticket sales are going really well, and we
Awesome.
actually decided to open up the balcony. We weren't going to do that, but
Seriously?
ticket sales are at such a good place right now where we told them today to open up the balcony, and we don't want to turn anyone away from this show.
Wow.
And I think we're going to pack out the bottom section.
Yeah,
so
good for
even if it's just
you.
10 people up top, that's great.
That's still fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean,
good about
because
it.
that's, what's aside from the Levitt, what's the biggest ticketed show you've had?
The biggest one was probably our last one because we've seen kind of continued growth.
Mm-hmm.
We did that one at Monarch Yards to try out a new venue, and that was about $215.
They mix their drinks well.
They do.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Yes. The one drawback was the loud train outside, but
Oh.
that didn't pick up on the recording, so we're okay.
Really?
Yeah, it
That's
did.
awesome.
Adam, our sound guy, knows what he's doing.
He's incredible. Does that mean he gets a night off, or is he still engineering?
No, we
everything?
can't do a show without him.
Yeah,
so
I
he's
didn't
still
think
going to be
so.
mixing in the back there.
So he's the one that gets that wonderful part of doing sound checks.
Yes.
That's always so great.
He's a master.
Yeah, I need a little less Nick here and a little more Wade over here.
A lot of thumbs up, thumbs down, A-OK.
Yeah,
signs.
all that fun stuff.
Yeah, so no, he'll be with us. But yeah, that last show was about 215. And so far for this show, we've sold a little over 250. I think about 290 packs the bottom out.
Right.
So usually the sales in the last couple days
True.
go up a little bit.
And
So
walk-ins.
And walk-ins, yep. And college students get $10 tickets, day up.
There you
so,
go. Yeah.
there you go.
All right, so how do people get the tickets then? And how
Get
much
the
are they?
tickets, yeah, they're $23 through the Pavilion. So just go onto the Pavilion website.
Oh, true.
And get 'em
Since
there.
you're there, you just...
Yeah. Yeah. So being able to utilize that has been really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Or just show up at the door too.
Yeah.
Don't hang out too long outside. Again, -5. But not inside.
Make sure that the restrooms are also heated.
Yes, absolutely. And you get those heated toilet seats, I think, at the pavilion. That's the next
Wouldn't
step.
that be nice? Yeah. The king and his throne.
I might not make it on stage if that was
There you
spend an hour
go.
in the bathroom.
You have heated seats in your car?
I do. And they're
I do too.
incredible.
Aren't they, though?
Yeah.
Absolute.
And I don't have a fancy car. I have kind of an older Subaru, but it's got heated seats, and they spark up fast.
Yeah.
So
those old ones especially did.
They do. Yeah.
Wow. No kidding. It's
I don't
like,
know if the new ones have
my
limits
ass on
them.
fire here or
Yeah,
what?
exactly. Yeah. Oh, I'm still feeling warm, and I just sat down in your chair inside. I'm still feeling it from my car.
So what is this show going to be about? I mean, you're moving into a bigger place. First of all, what number is this?
This is number 30 for
Wow.
us. Number 30. And this is, so we started, as you know, as one of our founders. We started in 2020 of December. So this was a COVID brainchild. And so this is, basically 5 years. So it's a little belated birthday. It's 5 years into our show. So it's kind of a birthday show to ourselves, an anniversary show. And kind of the mission, the whole vibe of Midtown since the beginning has been that Danish word hygge, right? This comfort, coziness, safety, warmth. And so the theme of this show, the title of it is, now I'm blanking on it. It's the title of the whole show. It's off of a Paul Simon. Oh, Still Hygge After All These Years. There we go. I should know that. I have a lot of things going on in my brain. So Still Hygge After All These Years. And so it's a really big focus on what hygge means and what role it plays in Midtown and what role it plays in our lives, all while kind of celebrating 5 years, episode 30.
All right, so since it's a celebration of 5 years anniversary type and so forth, will we be hearing a lot of old standards, some of the great ones that you've done, or is it going to be mostly new music?
It's going to be all new music.
All new?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's kind of the goal of the shows, is always new. I think it's a reason we've been able to keep our fiddle player Crystal around, because she's so talented, and her past with bands, she's gotten bored playing the same songs over and over and over, and we don't do that. We prep them for the show.
She fiddles in her sleep.
Yeah, absolutely. So no, all new songs, with a special musical guest as well.
Oh my!
So we don't usually have a musical guest, but this one felt right to do it. So we have Elsa Ray, who's going to be joining us as our musical guest.
Oh, fantastic!
So she'll sing one of her songs solo, and then she's going to do another one of her originals with us as her band, kind of backing her up. And then she'll come back out and join us for one of our songs too. So that's been a fun collaboration.
All right. And again, this is general admission too.
General admission.
Yeah, so you don't have to.
Nope, get there early and get your seat.
Well, we kind of have a particular section seats that we like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Want me to rope them off for you?
Orchestra right.
Orchestra right.
Row M, it's right before all the tech equipment.
Okay, got it.
We love it. Because it's got just a little bit lip, so it sits a little higher than everything else. And a little bit more legroom.
You know your Orpheum.
Oh, I do.
Wow.
And I know the haunted part of it too.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about it.
Yeah, I'll tell you my story with it.
Okay, let's hear it.
So section or row M, it's the first 3 seats.
Okay.
On that side.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll
All
look
right.
for you there.
Thank you. Okay, so the story that I have is back when our Magic Club was still together many years ago. We did a show there, a Halloween show, and we had, Chad and Jack were our hosts of the evening, dressed in tuxedos, up in that little, whatever you call those, that the Muppet guys sit in.
Yep.
And so they were up there. And I think we had about 10 people total performing, but mostly solo acts would come out back and forth. And all of a sudden, there comes the sound of a radio over the loudspeakers. And it's like, what is this? It sounds, like a DJ even. And we look up at Chad and Jack. And they kind of shrug their shoulders. And in the meantime, one of our crew went downstairs into the dressing room. And because we had made sure that the radio was off when we left. It had been turned on. And how it was picking up a station from Los Angeles, California, I don't know.
Whoa. Yeah. What was being played?
It was him introducing, it was a modern song.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't recall which one, but it was just like, well, he's up to date. So in fact, maybe out there he's live. Not a recording.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What's the ghost name?
I don't know his. See, ours in our house is Howard.
You have one in your house?
Yes.
Howard. Okay.
Howard, yeah. At first, we always thought he was, like either a third shift worker, and got home like at 4 a.m.
Right.
Or he was the first shift and had to get up at 4 a.m. because a lot of it would deal with our bathroom and the shower curtain being flipped around, being pulled back, and just things kind of strange with the towels, because we normally, fold our towels to make it look like we're
right.
Somewhat organized.
Yeah, I've always said that about you.
Yeah.
I've always been impressed with your folded towels.
And then at that time, Carrie was working at the Sheraton. And so she came home, always had a pocket full of pens that got collected in her pockets. And so then she would set them down on her dresser, just throw them down there.
Yeah.
Because it was usually late at night and she wanted to get to bed. Next morning, she'd wake up. They were arranged by height, by length, yes. And then it started with the spices, the spice rack in the kitchen. Everything got faced, so the label was out.
Label's out.
And alphabetical order. And so we had Laura Kreiser come in here. She loves to work with ghost hunting and so forth.
Yeah.
And so she was going around the house and she goes, no, she says, I think he was a grocer. And we hadn't told her at this point about the labels being fronted.
Whoa.
It's like, that would make sense then. And maybe he's the guy that got up. Maybe it was, a grocery store from long ago when they used to be owned by families. Mm-hmm. And he was the owner or something. And he was the first one in.
Wow.
And wanted to make the store look nice. I don't know.
Howard.
That's what we call him.
Wow. And a little bit of OCD.
Yeah.
He's organizing the pens from.
Right.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, it's like, now I've been thinking lately of it. What if his name isn't Howard and he's PO'd about us calling him Howard?
Sure. Yeah.
He might be upset that we call him Howard. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, and then I think that's the name of the one at Old Town Dinner Theater.
Okay.
I think they have
Popular ghost name.
Yes, it is, apparently.
Okay.
But
I don't know how.
So what have you heard about the Orpheum, though?
Well, just a little bit, and the name escapes me, but it's something like Frank or Ted.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's something like, I haven't heard too much about this ghost. With Midtown, we write original skits, and so one of the ideas we had tossed around was maybe we make a skit about the Orpheum ghost, and then I decided against that. I didn't want to, piss off this Orpheum ghost like you've pissed off Howard.
Exactly.
I don't need my pens organized by height. So we're just going to leave that alone. But I don't know if radio station from LA starts playing during the show, or maybe he'll broadcast our radio show.
There you go.
In LA. And that's how we hit it big.
Right. You'll get an all expenses paid trip out to lovely downtown Burbank, California.
Absolutely. Where the temperature outside is not -5.
True. But here I'm going to Nashville next week.
Uh-huh.
And so I've been looking at the weather already. And Monday, I think we're going to be back into like the upper 20s or something, low 30s.
Reasonable.
Yeah. And Monday in Nashville, it's going to be a high of 36.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which will seem balmy at the time, but it's like, we were kind of counting on more seasonal temperatures down there.
Yeah.
But, hey, it goes as it goes.
You can't win them all.
True.
You can't win them
all.
all.
And speaking of weather, obviously, that is one of the things that Midtown does very well, making skits from the situations that come about. I think of, the sledding. At the park across the street from Midtown.
Yep.
Yeah. And, all the other things. Wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the wind.
If it wasn't for the wind. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then, of course, one of my favorites, is still when we did the Olympics.
Yes.
And
Sioux Falls Olympics.
The
Winter Olympics, summer. We did both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the longest, Midwestern goodbye.
Yep.
Who's going to win it? Oh, nope.
Yep. And those always go over so well with the crowd.
Yeah, they do.
Because everyone can connect. We all have, that's again a feeling of hygge. We all feel home in Sioux Falls, and we can connect with that Midwestern piece. And so our skits, a little sneak peek into our skits this time, we're tapping into the Sioux Falls Burger Battle. And so we have created our own Midtown burgers that we'd like to submit for next year's Burger Battle, the 14th annual. And so we've come up with our own, and they kind of play off of some Sioux Falls Midwestern-y things. So that's one of them. And then we also like to have a skit, as you know, where many of us take the form of an inanimate object, right? We've played worms in the past. We've played chickens. We've played
trees,
trees.
shrubs.
Yeah. And so we've got one this time that's about, as it's our birthday, Midtown's birthday, we all will be impersonating some birthday candles. And we'll see how our life goes being a birthday candle. And we're all in this cult together as candles, with our destiny being, that we will be lit on this birthday cake.
Is it going to be like the candles that were burning your break time at Augie?
Are candles burning at break time?
Up in the upper floor. Remember the skit about
yes,
Paul?
That's right. That was a Christmas skit.
Yeah, Christmas skit.
Where that was also, we kind of have a cult.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that one when writing this one.
Yeah.
Maybe I've got some obsession with
cults.
Maybe
perhaps,
I'm trying to...
Maybe you're trying to be a ghost.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, one day.
All right.
I wouldn't mind coming back and
I
being in
wouldn't
your
either.
house here.
Yeah.
Organizing pens and causing some havoc.
I'm trying to think of what I would do.
Yeah.
What do I... Well, first of all, sometimes I think, maybe I did come from another life first. And I've determined that in a previous life, I was Babe Ruth.
Okay.
Yeah. The big heavy-set guy that could hit home runs.
I can't refute that.
Yeah. And, I always loved one of the signs when it was Barry Bonds going for the all-time record. And somebody held up a sign that said, Ruth did it on hot dogs and beer.
Yeah. The great Bambino, Sultan of SWAT.
You can relate to that versus
Absolutely.
pumping juice into your body.
Exactly. Hot dogs and beer. That's hygge.
Yeah, it is.
Not performance enhancing.
Right.
drugs.
And what I think I love about the whole hygge vibe and so forth is how everybody's got their own hygge.
Yes.
Yeah, and for you, I can always spot your socks off the bat.
Yes.
I always have to see if they're the same ones, or if
I only
they're
have
just
one pair, Dave.
Okay, that's it. I'll be damned. But here's something, and I may even have to post about this. And it would start off, if I were writing it, would be ugh. Oh, all these people that wear these Ugg boots in bikinis in the summertime. You're kidding me. And then they're the same women that also, -5, wearing a miniskirt and flip-flops during the winter and walking through the snow. So it was like, oh, this whole Ugg thing just bothers me until, you are aware of my foot situation that, there is a digit missing.
Yep.
I can't keep, what most people would wear for slippers.
Right.
Can't keep them on.
Right.
So we go to Shields one day, just a few weeks back.
Look at you.
Yes.
Those are some beautiful Uggs.
Aren't they, though?
Wow. Why aren't you wearing a bikini, though?
Next time I will.
Next time.
Or maybe I'll come to the show.
You look great in a bikini for radio.
I would. Damn, that would have been a great thing to do as a stunt for a DJ, wouldn't it?
Well, there's still time.
Well, yeah.
You got the Uggs. You're halfway there.
Right, but neither one of the buildings allows me in them anymore, so...
Well, how do you feel? Are you happy with your purchase of
Uggs?
Oh,
I'm fantastic because they have this big Velcro strap that comes around the back.
Perfect.
To keep the heels in, because I would be walking out of them and with neuropathy many times not even knowing I didn't have them on.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's, but, it's like, okay, all right. But boy, am I glad I have them.
Yeah.
And they're perfect for taking Charlie outside during the, cool mornings and so forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's no longer Ugg.
Exactly. Now it's
Ugg.
Ugg.
Yeah.
Oh, hookah. Ugg hookah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good for you.
Yeah. But it's such a great show in that regard that you guys put on. For a little podcast it started off and then go into a live show.
Yeah.
And now it's the live show that gets recorded to become the podcast.
Right.
You have to be extremely proud of what you've done.
We are proud.
Yeah.
We are proud to be able to fill out the Orpheum and feel good about that.
That's huge.
Be on. I mean, before we mic'd up, you and I were talking about just the longevity of what you're doing with this podcast, and to have something go for numerous years. To be on, you're over episode 300 and we're on episode 30 with this. Yeah, we are proud of that. And we're proud of all the people, including yourself, who've been part of it.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
we carry those people with us in every show.
Yeah.
It's been a neat community that we've built on stage, but also in the audience. And, we're not great at social media. That's not something that any of us really specialize in. And so we've kind of grown just organically and word of mouth, which I also think is another piece of Hygge. It's just people connecting. And
somebody's been impressed enough or Hygged enough to tell somebody else, oh man, this is just a great, wonderful vibe. You can sit back, you'll still be clapping a lot and laughing and every emotion in between sometimes too.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing that you guys have going on in our arts community.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, appreciate all you've done for me and allowing me to be a part of that until some physicality ability things said, nobody.
Yeah. Well, it was so neat for us we recently were able to be on Lori Walsh's in the moment, which we feel really cool about that.
No doubt.
Like, she's interviewed some amazing people in the past, and so to be included in that is really neat. But she mentioned this is, I love how she phrased it. She said, this is what Hygge sounds like. Midtown is what Hygge sounds like. And that was a neat way of putting it. And, when she put out the final, the published version of the interview, we sent her some snippets of skits and songs and whatnot. And we sent her a little bit of our we always do a final benediction at the end, and you're familiar with that, as you often did that. And the benediction that she played was one that you had done. I think it was maybe the Grandma Olga special, which was a special episode. But to hear your voice again on it was really cool. And just, again, another way that people continue to participate in it, even if they're not on stage.
Exactly.
And that's something I think neat for the audience too. They're part of the show.
Yeah.
We record it, and whatever comes out. And if, the audience really enjoys a part and laughs or claps or cries or whatever, they're on the recording. And I think that's a neat experience.
All right. So you have put together some snippets for her so that she could put that together.
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought about doing like a greatest hits of everything that you've done? The songs as well as the skits and so forth, and make it available as a greatest hits of Midtown Coffee Radio Hour?
Yeah, we've thought about that.
And sell it for like $14.95 each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've thought about doing that as a show, even like greatest hits. And again, I don't know, doing something again there's not as much spark in that. But yeah, putting together something even just for folks to listen to would be a neat thing.
All right. So tomorrow night at the Orpheum.
Yep.
And show starts at?
Starts at 7:30.
Okay.
Doors at 7.
Yeah.
So come warm up, grab a spot, and should be, we're Midtown Coffee Radio Hour. Our shows are usually an hour to an hour 15. This one's a little longer because we have our musical guests. So you're in for probably 80 to 90 minutes of a show. And then we'll get
$23.
$23. Can't go wrong with that.
No doubt about that.
Yeah. A really special show.
Yeah. It will be no matter what.
Yes, it always is.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming in to tell us all about it. But the thing that happens at the end of every conversation, you get a question or two, and you've been here multiple times. So I'm not going to ask the spirit animal because I'm pretty familiar with that part of it all.
Yeah.
But so let's go with, what is your mantra?
My mantra.
Your mantra.
That's a great question. Especially talking about like Hygge's kind of the mantra of Midtown. My mantra, a word that means a lot to me is the word Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a South African phrase. It means I am who I am because you are who you are, or I am because we are.
I recall learning that from you.
Yeah. It's something I learned about way back when, and I've always it's been part of my classroom. It's something that I teach about. It's something that we read about. And I would say that's my mantra, this kind of feeling of togetherness. It kind of overlaps with Hygge.
Right.
But how, none of us are alone in this, and we need each other. Desmond Tutu said that we need other humans in order to be human. And I love that. I love that idea that, we're stronger together, and we are who we are because of others, either who are currently in our life or those who came before us, or And it just makes me feel that greater sense of belonging, that we're all connected.
And then I always say that, what's going to come in the future, too, because I think of our circle of friends, even compared to just 5 years ago.
Sure.
And they do intertwine, and then your whole life in this huge circle, here's these various ones, and they all connect in some way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and my good friend Mike Hendrickson always says, that whole 6 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon, says, if you're from South Dakota or live in South Dakota, it's usually 2 steps from anybody that gets mentioned.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Spent a day out at the lake, and different things like that. And
well, even our story, like you and I.
That's
right?
true.
I remember, I think my first interview with you was at Wood Grain.
Yep. And you wore a mask.
Yeah, we were masked and pushed apart a little bit. But I think it was, you came to the Fantastics, I think.
Yes, I did.
Saw that show with Goodnight Theater.
Right. And then the other one that I saw with you was one they did, It's a Wonderful Life. The first time down at the Icon.
Yes, that was my first show with Amy Morrison. I
have a picture of you and Emily Wilson together.
Yes.
In that, costume age.
Uh-huh.
And I think you even had a fake cigarette.
Oh,
you were dangling it.
Absolutely.
The tie was a little loose and the suspenders and everything.
Yeah.
Classic.
Oh, it was so fun.
And that was just, it's one of my favorites that I've taken.
Yeah.
And to see, how you guys proposed, like, hey, I'm Mr. Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's Ubuntu, right? Where it's like we moved back to Sioux Falls 8 years ago and got involved in Goodnight because of Bob and Luke and the Augustana connection.
Yeah.
And then trying that show. And Emily actually went to Augie too. She's a few years older, but we overlapped there.
Uh-huh.
And then you see the show and like, hey, come on my podcast. And then, this grows to, you're going to found Midtown with us. Now we're here today and it's wild.
I think my assistant counted it just yesterday. 409 individual guests.
Yeah. And what a network. Like that's Ubuntu.
All right.
Right? So there you go. That's my mantra.
All right. Well, happy Hygge to you tomorrow.
Happy Hygge to you.
All right. Thank you, Nick Jackson. And we will be back with more of the Dave Holly Hour in just a moment.
Ladies, when it's time to give your nails some love, get that extra special treatment from Quality Nails in Sioux Falls. Manicures and pedicures that look great and make you feel fantastic. Zaya and Tony don't simply provide the service, they provide professional care for your hands and feet, whether you just want the basics or you're looking for an extra special look with added flair. Oh, and guys, it's okay to treat yourself too. Quality Nails on Minnesota Avenue. Call for an appointment, 605-334-1463. Walk-ins welcome.
It's another Sioux Empire Arts and Entertainment conversation on the Dave Holly Hour.
Welcome back, everybody. Oh, we have had quite the show already, haven't we? Not to worry. Every time it gets even better, doesn't it? So here in our third segment today, normally there's only 2, sometimes even only 1, but we're hitting all 3 today. The Coopers from White Spruce Chamber Players, Brett and Laura. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Dave. Thanks for having us back.
Oh, yeah, it's a pleasure. It's always great to see you guys. And Laura, haven't seen you play in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Going to have the opportunity coming up here on February 5th and 7th, correct?
Correct.
All right. So White Spruce Chamber Players will be playing where?
So our concert on the 5th, that's a Thursday noon concert at the Avera Prairie Center. This will be our second year back at Avera, and we loved it last year. Such a beautiful space to play, and they opened the doors for the patients receiving chemo treatments to hear the music. Like, really wonderful program they have going on there, and Sammy, our contact, is just the nicest. We love her so much.
Oh, it makes a difference when you find a venue that has good people, doesn't it?
She is great, and then equally great is Poplars. They've hosted us maybe the last 4 or 5 years. And that is Saturday the 7th, right, at 6 p.m. concert there. And they'll have a little reception at 5:30 before the concert. You can come and they have fancy chocolate and wine and listen to
fancy
some music,
chocolate.
and it's going to be a nice night.
Yeah, not your run-of-the-mill chocolate. Fancy chocolate.
Yeah, like
It always
like load
tastes
your
better,
pockets.
doesn't it? Yes. All right, so you are one of the string. How many will be playing this time? The usual group?
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's going to be just three of us in a couple of different combinations. So we've got Laura leading the charge here on the cello, like a boss as always. I'll be trying my best on the piano, and then our dear friend and colleague Marjorie Gary is going to be playing the violin.
All right.
So kind of a smallish group.
Right, but still a good group.
I like 'em.
You are all talented musicians. What makes your group special, though?
Laura.
The thing that I like the most about White Spruce is that I think we bring kind of a freshness to an art form or a music genre that kind of has a stuffy reputation. We try to make it fun. You know, this is not like a classical music concert where you have to go and be silent, and we're just trying to break down those barriers and make it a little bit more approachable.
Do you think that the show Bridgerton has helped in that regard by all the modern stuff? That
the Vitamin String Quartet is really cool, and I feel like classical music keeps getting cooler.
Yeah.
When I was a fourth grader in orchestra, playing the cello was not the thing to do. But yeah, I think it keeps getting. It's more in the zeitgeist, and it's less of a nerdy thing to do. Although I don't mind being a nerd.
We're all our own.
Yeah.
You know? In some way, we all are nerds. In some way, we all are creatives and artists, etc. All right, Brett. So you're going to be playing the keys again.
Yep.
And you said that you were, you hope to be able to cover it well enough. But let's you see. Even your wife's going, yeah, right. We know the truth.
No, I'm saying he'll do great.
Exactly what I was saying too, because he has proven it time and time again. And you've actually been playing at Trio lately. Are about once a month now, or what?
Maybe quarterly, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Jim and Dan are ever so kind to invite me back every now and then.
Yes.
And Ricardo and Mary Beth and the whole Terry Belsey crew. And I think I should probably shout out Hank from Bricks. Yeah. So
Yeah, we like Hank.
They got a great crew over there.
You
so,
should talk about your cabaret coming up.
Yes.
Little
With
cross
Martha
promotion.
Stye?
Yeah, Martha Stye added an extra last name. She's Martha.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Winklepleck.
Yes, Martha Winklepleck.
I love that name.
She and I are going to be teaming up on Tuesday, February 10. We're doing a little early Valentine's Day program over there. Nothing but love songs, February 10th.
Well, see, you're good for the holidays and special events, because last time I saw you were at Trio at Christmas time.
That was fun. Thanks for being there.
Oh, loved every moment of it, and loved watching Laura love you from just going, wow, isn't this guy great?
I know. It's so fun to be in the audience.
You know what I especially loved? That you took on Mannheim Steamroller. God rest you, merry gentlemen.
Yeah.
When you started, it's like, is he really? Is he coming? And wow.
You can thank my mom, Brenda, for that one. That was always playing. Well, I mean, I guess this dates us in a wonderful way. We had cassette tapes playing that every Christmas, always mandatory listening from Mannheim Steamroller.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And before that, there were LPs.
Which we now have because they came back.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
I've started another collection now.
Make room.
We're going to an estate sale this weekend, so probably find a few more.
Okay.
Yeah, it is fun doing that, though.
Yep.
But, I remember for me, Mannheim Steamroller, it was on an album, on a vinyl.
Yep.
Was the first time that I had it. And that's before their Christmas music started coming out.
Oh, sure.
A friend of mine that he was a couple years older than me, it was summertime, and he was home from college, and he had to show me that in the meantime he'd become part of before there were such things as tribute bands. He was at a Blues Brothers tribute band, and he was showing me the equipment that he bought during college. He's got PA speakers that are about 4 foot high and 3 foot wide, 2 feet deep, weighed 100 pounds each. And this is in his bedroom in his home.
Sure.
And he starts playing that, and he says, man, you ever heard this group? I go, what is it? He says, it's, he says, I think their name is Mannheim Steamroller, and the album is named Fresh Air. Either that or they're fresh air, and the album is named I'm Steamroller. And he played that stuff, and it's like, wow. I just, it was an instant hit for me. And then they come out with Christmas. Oh, goodness gracious.
Midwest group, right? They're from
Yes, Omaha, yeah.
Now, fun fact.
Yeah, I got to play with Mannheim Steamroller at the Pavilion maybe, how long ago was it?
Was
It's
that
been a long time.
2015, 2016? It's been a minute.
I was going to say it's probably been 10 years. That was really cool. I would do that again in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I remember the first time they played here for a concert was at the old arena, and loved that. And I found out one of the reasons they finally did play here is because they used to rent that place to rehearse before going out on tour.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah. Yeah, so quite interesting, their way that they came about. But, so there's another instance of it. There's some, they've got they've got their own sound. We have to say that. But, a lot of people will say, oh, well, is that classical? Well, no, not per se, but still,
kind of, though.
It's got that vibe to it for a lot of people that aren't aware of what they're supposed to be. And they start thinking of it that way and getting cooler. What do you think is the cool part then of your concerts that are coming up?
So this concert features it's all the music of one composer. He's a Norwegian composer, Edvard Grieg, and we're going to really be showing off the different combinations. So one of our pieces, as Brett said, is just for cello and piano. One of them is for just violin and piano, and then the last piece is for all three of us, a little piano trio. And the Grieg Society of the Dakotas was kind enough to give us a grant to help support the expenses of this concert. And we're just excited to celebrate his music and, hunker down in the cold with some good old Norwegian music. And we get to hear the variety. It's very fun. It's very playful music. And we like him. You might know Grieg's music. He wrote In the Hall of the Mountain King. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that's him. So
okay. And does it mean the two of you will actually be, Oli?
Yeah,
Sven
and Oli over here.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
If you follow us on Facebook, we've got a great picture of the three of us in gnome hats.
Yep, I did see that. I love it. Oh, and it's so fun that you do have fun in what you do. It's not just that, some people go, oh, yeah, well, they're great musicians, but, don't they still have to have a regular job? Well, that's their choice. But you are both talented enough that obviously you could make livings at it. And that's, an incredible thing. And in many ways you do with what you do outside of the music. But when it comes to this, Brett, what was it that made you say when you first met this lady, not only do I want to marry her at some point in my life, but wow, she knows how to play.
Kind of trick question. That whole process kind of went in reverse. So we've got a pretty decent meet cute story. I'm sure. Have you had John Bakken on your show yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, you have to.
There's your 2026 New Year's resolution to get John Bakken on your show because he's a delight. So he and I were next door roommates when we were freshmen in college, and I was his piano player for his cello lessons, and his cello teacher had recommended me to Laura because her original accompanist wasn't really a good fit and wasn't working out as they had all hoped and stuff. So thanks to John Bakken, he was kind of like our little go-between person to get us set up. So we started making music together before we were even together.
Wow. Yeah. And what was that experience like when you finally decided maybe this is more than just a cello and a piano? Was it a light bulb going off?
I don't really know. My roommate talked me into dating you.
I'm an acquired taste. I need persuasion.
I needed a pretty big push, to be honest.
All right. So you did the whole thing first, and then you end up deciding to become a couple. And did you know immediately when you got married that, you're not just a couple, you're also going to be performing together for a good part of life?
Yeah, I don't know that we ever really stopped playing together. That's how it started, and I can't think of a time that we weren't making music
Mm-hmm.
together. This whole thing really got going when I got my master's at USD. My teacher wanted there to be some chamber music on the recital, and so we kind of talked some friends into, if we, feed you and give you wine after, will you please come and do this for us? And we ended up just having a great time and wanting to continue it. So this is really as much for the musicians as it is for the audience. Maybe even, I don't know, maybe more. I love it. This is one of my favorite things.
Okay, so you played for wine. You brought a lovely gift for me today.
Yeah, it's a book.
Oh, yes. The Book of the Life of Old Number 7, Jack Daniels. I love it when people know what I like. Yeah, and so I have this, and you, of course, get some lovely parting gifts that probably don't even come close to the half of the bottle price. But thank you. I appreciate it. But, that's another thing that there are so many places now that you have the opportunity to play at. Where it used to be you would only play in a hall. But now, think of the places that, open up to so many different things. I have a niece that is an opera singer, a mezzo-soprano, and she is from Nashville originally, but now lives up in Philadelphia. And she's been in a few places in between. And one of the things they did was they would go to pubs and sing opera. And, who would have thunk of that? But then I suppose if you go back, it probably was done in pubs, hundreds of years ago. So it's always, first of all, it's a cyclical thing, but there's so much difference now between how people approach music and how it used to be thought of as, no. And now people are curious. Do you guys portray that when you play? Are you hoping that that's a result that people will not only, because maybe they came because they're a friend of somebody or a relative, and they weren't really big on going, but all of a sudden they sit down and they see you guys all performing, and first of all, not just performing, but performing beautifully, and also with joy. That I've been talking about that a lot lately. The joy that I see in musicians when they're having a good time and performing for people. And so is that, something that you hope happens, is that people even start getting more used and more acclimated to not having a genre that they're only listening to, but deciding, well, maybe there's other things out there besides, 50s music, because for a long time, people, that's all they listened to, in the 80s, 90s, and they were from a different generation. Oh, I like the oldies. There's that station that has the 50s on it. Yeah. But are you seeing more people come in and say, it's my first time seeing you guys, and I really want to thank you for, maybe not opening my eyes, opening my ears to what's good music.
Well, all music's good.
Yes, I agree. Have I ever told that story to you guys?
I don't know. Go ahead.
Okay. Just about a week before my high school band teacher passed away. He was at the hospital here in Sioux Falls. I was from Rock Rapids, and he was a legendary band teacher. And I got to be in jazz band and absolutely loved that. So he had a biopsy done that day, so his mouth was full of cotton, can't talk. But his eyes twinkled, and you could still, force a little smile. And I went up to him. I said, Tom, I want to tell you two things. I said, first of all, anytime anybody finds out I've been at radio, they always say, well, what's your favorite music? I said, my answer has never wavered. Good. Because you taught us to appreciate music. I didn't grow up listening to Glenn Miller, but sure loved playing him once I found out about it. And then I go, oh, wow. I think Mom and Dad have an album from him, and listen to more of it. And I said, then the other thing is, the Letterman's jacket, certificates, little pins, things, different awards, they're all long gone now. I said, except for one thing. my Louis Armstrong Jazz Award that she gave me when I was a senior. And that will be with me forever. In fact, it's right behind you, Laura. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That little thing down there. Yes. So that's always going to be around. I played that wonderful instrument. Well, I played baritone in concert band. And then I got to play that hybrid in jazz, the valve trombone.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely loved that thing. Had the sound was just so great, and then I didn't have to worry about the slide. What did you all start off playing? I mean, you said you were fourth grade playing cello already.
Yeah, I started playing cello in fourth grade at school. This is kind of a cute story. I, got sat down by the orchestra teacher and showed us all the options, and I went home positive I was going to play the bass. I was
really
set on it. And my mom said, I wonder if she'll recall this story the same way I do. I remember her saying, absolutely not. It's too big. Can't lug that thing around. No space for it. And so I have always been kind of stubborn too. And I thought, well, fine, I will play the cello because that is also big and I will still be right. And so there it was. I did have some piano lessons before that.
Okay.
But that was not the love the way cello is.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, Brett. So when you started, was it immediately with piano?
Yep, that was the first one.
Yeah. Any other instruments that you play?
I played a very okay trumpet for a while.
Yeah. Just okay.
Just okay.
I think he's underselling that. But.
I think so, too. I can tell. Usually musicians are kind of like, yeah, well, I'm just going to plunk along. It's like, no. I know better. I may have hearing aids now, but I still hear. So what age did you start at? And was it you're taking piano lessons? Or was it Mom, I'd like to take piano lessons?
Right before the second grade and the second option. It's kind of always just, fish to water.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. When did you know that it was going to go beyond just, being able to play the piano? At what point in your life did you say, I really want to study this. I really want to, excel at this.
I can recall. This is another good shout out to my mom. We could do a whole episode on just being heroic and being an awesome person at the time. But she had started to go back to school when I was maybe in like the fourth grade, and like all the applause for her. If you can find an applause soundbite, there you go.
I'll throw it at you.
So she had decided to go back to school, and she had to kind of like brush up some prerequisites, and one of them was a fairly general music appreciation course. And circa 1996, they're still giving out like those big, gorgeous hardcover textbooks and stuff. And I think they even sent a whole set of, again, cassettes, 'cause it was the 90s, a whole set of like, mandatory listening homework examples and stuff. And I remember she had to do a listening assignment on Frédéric Chopin, great composer who wrote almost exclusively for the piano. And I'm sure people, if they don't know the name, they've certainly heard some good stuff of his. And I remember her having, to do her listening assignment. And it was one of the Chopin nocturnes for piano. And that just blew my silly little 9-year-old mind. And I can remember listening to that listening assignment tape over and over, probably interrupting her homework and stuff. And then I remember like finding what page it was in her textbook. And I can remember trying to, the music was way too dense and sophisticated for what my like year of piano lessons could handle. But like I really tried to figure out those 8 bars, just to see if I could recreate that sound that was just brand new to me. So I can remember that being kind of they talk about those very special moments that kind of like get the ball rolling. That was one of them.
Who's your favorite composer?
Ooh, that's a long list.
And then also a follow-up. Okay, then maybe go with who's the toughest composer to play?
Ooh, it's
shorter list or still long list?
Long list. Every piece is tough. I can't think of anything that's not tough in one way or another.
Yeah, the better I get, it's what is that called? The Dunning-Kruger effect.
Yes.
The better I get, the more I feel like I don't know anything. Like, the better I get, the more I'm like, everybody's hard.
Yeah. I think Laura's got a good answer for like favorite composer.
Oh, well, mine right now is Edvard Grieg. Right. My favorite thing is whatever I'm doing.
Right. That was the answer I was looking for.
Yeah. Well, just I saw a clip about, to use a sports reference, the legendary John Elway. And he says, I always get asked by people, who's your favorite receiver? He says, I always said, the one that's open.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But, so it is often that, who are you listening to lately? Or what are you studying? Or what are you playing? And that's what's on the top of the mind. Yeah. So either of you two do any composing?
Definitely not me anyway. Brett actually is a pretty skilled composer and arranger. He wrote back in my Patrick Henry days, he wrote a piece for my 8th graders that they seriously loved. It was called Dragonfire, and it was full of mystery and I
would have gone with Game of Thrones.
Yeah, totally. And I told him, okay, well, I want them to get better at this thing and this thing and this thing. So can you put that stuff in there and kind of like trick them into learning it? Hopefully none of my former students are listening to this. Or hopefully they all are.
Yeah, exactly. What is it that you tell upcoming musicians when they say, hey, I admire what you do. How can I do this? What do I need to focus on?
That's a good question.
Only took me 23 minutes into the interview to get one.
No, they've all been good questions. I'm trying to think, just so there's no awkward pauses during this segment. I think I have found how much you learn from just, not necessarily, from how much you learn from listening to the radio. I love listening to Minnesota Classical 88.1. We get, it extends across the border and stuff, and you just realize how much you're absorbing and how much good info is kind of just being relayed to you. So, I mean, just like all the sources you can and all the listening you can.
Right.
Like you kind of have an idea of what this composer sounds like, and you can't quite figure out why, but I think you've just absorbed so much. You just, I don't know, maybe that's not a sophisticated answer, but just try and listen as much as you can.
Well, when I first got into radio, I knew I'd be doing a whole bunch of different things. And so the first thing I ever did, even before going to college, is I asked the local radio station, so would it be okay if I just sat in and watched? And I always say observation. That is just a huge part of learning and observing and just saying, I didn't know that was done that way. Or maybe you knew how it was done, and all of a sudden you go, well, there's an alternative way to this now, too, huh? Yeah, so, that's a great part of it. Laura, what's your answer for that then?
I would say, and you've probably heard this from lots of artists and lots of different, like visual artists and actors and everything, but just keep going. It's making art and being an artist is really great, but also really discouraging sometimes. And it's a big deal to be able to pick yourself up from a setback and just keep going.
Yeah. All right. Well, you've both been on before, but you haven't had too many of the last few questions that we've been asking.
Uh-oh.
All right. I might not even use the same question for both of you.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Laura, what's your spirit animal?
Oh, man. Okay, so the animal that I want to be is my wiener dog, Stanley. That dude has a great life.
Yes. A dachshund, then.
Yep. Yep.
Now, do you say dachshund or do you say dachshund?
Bless you.
Okay. Need a rim shot in this thing, too, don't we? Yeah. All right. So, Brett, you're going to get the, what is your mantra?
Mantra. Oh, happy wife, happy life.
Oh, that's a good mantra.
Yes, it is. I follow that one, too. All right. Brett and Laura Cooper, tell us once again about the times and the dates and where you will be playing. And is it Goodwill? Is it X amount per ticket? What?
Sounds good. All right, I'll try to remember all this. So we get to play our program, and we think we're pretty clever. We're calling it It's All Grieg to Me. Again, rim shot. Add that in there. So the All Grieg program is going to be twice. It's going to be on Thursday, February 5th, 12 o'clock at the Avera Prairie Center. And again on Saturday, February 7th at Poplars at 6 p.m. Great hosts. So thanks to Sammy at Avera and Matt over at Poplars. Both programs free and open to the public.
Wonderful.
Goodwill welcome.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, thank you once again for being on the show. Looking forward to seeing you play in February.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. And we'll be back to wrap up the Dave Holly Hour in just a moment.
Hey, Kevin, thinking about saving for retirement?
Yeah, but how do I start?
It's easy with Avo, a retirement coach. Let's learn the Avo bet. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're going to be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
Huh. Change up my strategy. Okay.
O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
He's never met a meal he didn't like. Here he is, Dave Holly.
Thanks again to my amazing guests, Ben Gertner, Nick Jackson, and Brett and Laura Cooper. All have been on previous episodes. Search their names on DaveHollyHour.com to hear previous conversations. All 305 episodes can be listened to anytime you desire. Dave Holly Hour, also available on your favorite podcast platforms. Thank you all for supporting local arts and for taking the time to download, listen, and share the show. I encourage you to find your art, find the art you enjoy, find the art you're interested in trying, and we shall see you in the arts. As the Sioux Falls Arts Council says, together we art. As Art South Dakota says, home is where the art is. As I say, put some art in your heart. Remember, my name is Dave Holly, and for me, every day is a holiday.
The Dave Holly Hour has been brought to you by Trio Jazz Club, Sioux Falls' premier jazz club. Enter as friends, leave as family. Chasers Food and Spirits, XL Chiropractic, and Quality Nails. Stay up to date on the show by following on Instagram and Facebook. All episodes available anytime at DaveHollyHour.com. The Dave Holly Hour is produced in the Dipsy Doodle Studios by Big D Entertainment.
Thanks for listening